Okie dokie. Hopefully that is working as expected now. You guys will just have to give me a second here. Let me just get let me just get the chat set back up here. And then we should be good to go. You guys will have to let me know if this is working any better. We are almost there, fellas. There we go, yo. We back. Good to see you guys again. Just bear with me for a sec. That there. Alrighty. I think we are in business. Hopefully this is working a little bit better. And yeah, did a bunch of crap at the beginning of the last one before it stopped working. So just to kind of rewind a little bit, let's try chat lag. It is set to low latency, so hopefully, you know, we good. But this game is one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. It actually has some of the best voice acting you will hear. And I hope that comes through. Even the music in this game and just the general vibe is like really solid. Super gothic. Simon Templeman as Kain, Michael Bell as Raziel. I love when I see them in other games too, specifically because I first saw them in these games, the Legacy of Kain games. Yeah, so I mean, why don't we just dig in? Hey, Jagerist, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. I'm just waiting for the game to kick in here. There we go. All right, let's bring the music down a little bit. Bring it down. Everybody's just chilling. We're just chilling. Thank you for answering that for me, Agrist. You are the pocket person, I guess. It did. So I guess there's a thing with YouTube processing VODs, and it took probably about 30 minutes for the rest of the video to show up. So if you guys go to rewatch this after, like immediately after, and it ain't working, just wait. You'll be good. You guys will have to let me know what the levels are like here. All right, buckle in. See, it's giving me dropped frames, and I don't know if it's my connection or what the deal is. The reason why it took me so long is I restarted my network. Before we jump in, let me Can I change the bit rate? Okay, we're back. So my internet connection just might be a little unstable to YouTube server. So hopefully it'll just work. All right, fam. Prepare to bask in how awesome this opening cutscene is.
Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Kain.
Volume. This is about as loud as it goes. My mixer's all the way up.
I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine.
Flickering for me. Are you guys seeing that?
State of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow. Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
That soundtrack.
For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the Lake of the Dead.
Cast him in.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Raziel, you are worthy.
So, I was trying not to talk over that. There's a couple of things I'm going to say after the cutscene here.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel. I have only spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of Nosgoth. There is no balance. The souls of the dead remain trapped. I cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They cannot complete their destinies. if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain. Destroy him and your brethren. Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my soul reaver, my angel of death.
All right. So, sorry, I just really wanted to reabsorb that because it's just such a great opening cutscene. Now, couple things. Did anybody recognize the voice? So that's the Elder God. Anybody ever watch Reboot back in the day? It's like an old TV series that was like old CGI. So there's a character called Megabyte. I'll just tell you, it's Tony J, who passed away in 06, but he was in a ton of stuff. I'm just gonna quickly pull up his IMDb here because he's a super famous voice actor. What do we got here? He's actually been in a lot of games. He's the narrator in Teen Titans. Let's see, how far back do I have to go before we start getting into recognizable stuff? He does a lot of like narration, but he's just got one of those voices that's impossible to forget. Did Lord Dreg in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? He was in Captain Planet. But Reboot's the thing that I recognize him from. So, and again, just to rewind, because there's a lot of lore that's sort of implied. But, so Kain used to be a nobleman from distant Coalhagen. He gets murdered leaving a pub one night, and the necromancer, the necromancer Mortanius, basically offers him a chance to get revenge, just like the Elder Gods giving us a chance for revenge here. And what he doesn't tell Kain is that to get his revenge, he's going to bring him back as an undead vampire. So he goes through his revenge. He actually gets everybody that did him dirty. And there are these pillars. The world is called Nosgoth. There are these pillars that sort of represent different aspects of humanity. And Kain at one point has the chance to either save humanity or to condemn it. And he chooses to condemn it, which is why we ended up in the world the way it is now. So Kain's like the vampire overlord. He sees Raziel, and just like you saw in the opening cutscene there, he transformed, or he evolved before Kain did. Kain was jealous, broke his wings, threw him into the Lake of the Dead, and here we are. So let's get it done. Oh man. This control's really weird because the camera follows you as you move. But let's see what we can get done. I'm actually really excited to play this because this was one of my favorite games back when I was a little spoon.
These gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
I was a teaspoon, not a tablespoon at that point in my life. This is an old PlayStation game. It also came out on Dreamcast and PC like way back in the day, but this is the remaster. Oh, Jack and Daxter, that's a throwback. For sure. This was like PlayStation 1 though. This is pre God of War and Jack and Daxter for sure.
Desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need. You have become a devourer of souls. To sustain your strength, you must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
That's so metal. Look at my boy. Look what they did to my boy. What a dope design for a character.
You have much to learn, Raziel. When you are ready, this barrier will be dissolved.
What else do I gotta do? Oh, it's gonna make me heal to full, I guess. It's a mouth pocket. Pocket man. Oh, that's gonna follow me forever, isn't it?
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
Also, if you are actually interested in the lore, I'd encourage you to go watch like a lore breakdown of the first game, because my explanation was absolutely terrible.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Slua, the scavengers of the underworld.
Slua.
Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Ah. So the thing with this game is if you wait too long to absorb these guys, they will actually respawn. Oh my god, come here. Stop running. Man, everybody's cheeked up in this game, eh? No, that's just saying if you press the right button, you can strafe. If you press each of those directions. Well, no, so those guys, those guys are kind of like, what do you call them? What are those fish that eat garbage? Catfish? They're kind of like the catfish of the underworld. They just eat souls. I guess I'm going this way. I can't remember which way I came in. This way looks right. Carp. Right, thank you, buddy. Okay, so here's the cool thing about this game.
Those are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world. This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time.
Okay, watch this. This is cool. And now we're on the material plane, baby.
To prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
So the cool thing is that there's a lot of these gates and stuff that when you're not in the material world, you can phase through. Like, that's part of the puzzle solving thing. Got to figure out when you want to go into the material world and when you want to go into the spirit world. I don't think I have the climbing ability yet. I think I have to actually unlock that, but this wall will be climbable at some point.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm,
We don't want
water
that.
has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
So the TLDR, instead of floating around like you would expect in water, you just kind of... It's no different than us moving around like this in water in the spectral realm. PRM, I have not played Lords of the Fallen, at least the remaster. I've played the OG. But I didn't get too far into it because I was not super into it at the time. But I'd like to go back to it one day.
What are these creatures?
Do you not recognize them? They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood?
Do you suppose that time stood still for you, Raziel? Much has changed since you passed from the world of men.
Kind of messed up that they, like... It's almost like their bloodline was corrupted and they devolved into these weird, disgusting creatures.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
That guy, I hope, just leaves me alone.
Unfettered from the flesh, a creature's soul fades swiftly into the spectral realm. Draw it in quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled to follow.
So, this came out roughly around the same time, I think, as Tomb Raider. And it's also made by Crystal Dynamics. So there's a lot of the same kind of DNA in the platforming and the puzzle solving. Okay, give me your souls, babies. Come on. There we go. So this guy, I don't know what happened to his, but hopefully he doesn't re-aggro.
Surpasses what you knew in life. Even massive
There is no troll
obstacles
toll.
can be moved effortlessly.
No troll toll. I also, if there was in fact a troll toll, I don't want to pay it. I do not want to pay that. All right. I think you can pick up these torches too. Yeah, there we go. But I worked for that soul.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire. How humble it now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms. The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
So, like I was saying, Kain had the option to save the world or condemn it. But in order to save the world, he would have had to sacrifice himself, and being the selfish creature that he is, he decided not to do that. And that's how we ended up here. And it's really interesting to know that, you know, hundreds of years have passed since we went into the big spooky pool there. Here, this is really fun. There's a way to... There we go. Where's our other homie here? Shish kebab, baby. And you can keep picking the weapons up and going, taking them with you. So I believe that's where we came from. So let's go this way. What a throw. I don't think this is sprint. I'm pretty sure this is as fast as you can walk. Okay, deal with that guy after. These, I believe, are the save rooms. The lore of this world is just so damn interesting. So these allow you to warp between any spots that you've discovered. I haven't found any of those yet, but we'll get there. I thought you had to come in here to save, though. Maybe not. I wonder if in the remaster they put in autosaves. That would be a good thing to know. Yeah, they're basically like bonfire warps. It's exactly the same thing. Dodged you, baby. I don't know why I keep saying baby. So this is where that cutscene happened.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth. Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed, these cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
The writing in this is really good too. Not just the voice acting, but the actual script itself. It's so good. There we go, track change. I dig it. Ooh. Is the volume any better now, by the way? I don't know. I wonder if I can add like a little game to this. There, is that any better? Does that help? There is a lock on. Here, I gotta re-killify these guys. Where'd the other guy go? Have a good night, Yagris. Oh, I must have already sucked his soul.
Utter desolation.
No, they're just throwing achievements at you.
Wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Oh, you going in the fire, buddy. I don't know if I don't think I got to this guy fast enough. You only have so long to torch him. I'm just vibing with the music. It's so good. These games, when this game came out, this was like the time where you would always play. You're playing games to get to the next cutscene, right? You always want to get to that next pre-rendered cutscene. They definitely don't make them like this anymore. That's right, you can aim. Can I throw him on the torch? Will that burn him? No, but I suppose I can just do this manually. That's fine, I don't mind doing the extra work. Up and down. Let's go up first. He's tongue whipping me. I think I took too long for the other guy. So the thing that sucks is if you don't grab all the souls, if you happen to go into the spectral realm, there's gonna be like super dudes there. They're like buffed enemies. Get out of here. Shit, maybe I do want to go back and go down first. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. I guess they respawn. Oh. Well, I guess I'm not going down. Because that will kill me. Alright, we were going the right way after all. You guys just hearing that tambourine in there? Cast it into the fire! I'm waiting! Come on! There we go. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Got it. So there's they just came up with a new graphic novel in this universe, and apparently it's really bad. Like really bad. I'm still curious, and I might get around to reading it one day. But it's one of those games that there's sort of like a rabid fan base for. Have I played Bloodlines 2? No, I haven't. I tried to play the original Bloodlines, and it just wouldn't run on my PC. So I think it has issues running on modern PCs. So I'm sure there's a fix somewhere. I just haven't looked into it yet.
Flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
These guys are ugly. Okay. So we've seen 2 vampire enemies right so far. What do you guys think? If you had to pick one of the 2, smash or pass. You have to smash one of the 2. So you got the big guys with the weird tongues, and then these gangly guys. The first one with the tongue. Give me a reason. That's right, buddy. Let's see. You got me on the tongues. Yep. You know, I don't know why I even asked. I figured that was gonna be the answer. You guys are all sick. I mean, what does that say about me? I'm the one who asked. Oh shit, vampire hunter. He's just glitched. Hey, bud. All right. Sorry, buddy. My God. I don't know why I opened myself up to that.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
So, I don't think they're brothers by blood, which, ironically, because they're vampires, they kind of are. Where are you, little Doug Trio boys? But each of the clans sort of, so much like Raziel evolved and got his wings, all the other clans sort of started to change, where their traits were perhaps less favorable. So as you go through each of the areas, like each one belongs to a clan and there's different enemy types. That's sort of how that's the lore justification for it. Guys. Where did I came in down there? Yeah, okay. Keep getting distracted here. I don't get it. Queth, am I missing the joke? Okay, so that is true. Kain. Well, they're in the original game, if I remember correctly. There's other vampires. Like, you got to remember, we watched the trailer earlier, but there's a vampire named Vorador, and I believe he is older. He's actually much older than Kain. And then there's also Janos Aldrin, who I believe is the first vampire, if I'm not mistaken. I can't quite remember. So there's an item in the first game called the Heart of Darkness, and it's actually been reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire of all time, Janos Aldrin. So I'm sure we'll kind of hit that at some point.
Portion of Kain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
You son of a bitch. Maybe the move here is to dodge in and then back, like dodge away and then towards him. Oh, I might actually die here. Give me your spirit, num-nums. I need it. Now that being said, Kain could be considered the well, no, so Kain technically birthed these clans, right? Like when he became a vampire, he turned the people that, you know, Raziel and his brothers and what have you. So in that specific case, yes, but he is not the father of all vampires, because he is certainly not the first one that existed in Legacy of Kain lore. Come on and get a tan, big boys. Oh, these guys look even more ratty than the other guys. These guys are really hurting. This is where I just came from. Wait. Did they go to the same place? I guess we gotta go down here. Ugh, that camera. All right. Let me in! All right. We got this, lake we gotta cross here. Here, I wonder if I can hit this dude from where I am. Let's go. Oh shit! No! Hey, how do you guys think vampires, like, clean themselves? They can't shower. They can't take a bath. These are the things nobody thinks about. Like, they're probably just stinky. Yeah, they're just licking themselves. Ah! I didn't realize you bros were there. Man, you guys are sharing the same brain. Because that's a very specific thing to pick. Yeah, I need these torches. Oh, I actually can't take those. I don't have any. Oh, the spikes on the wall. Got it. Okay, hang on. Can I get that first guy's soul? No. I'm not really doing a good job of feeding myself here. Homie's got to put some meat on his bones. Just got to put some muscle in his skin pocket. What's up, bud? It's almost bedtime for these two. All right, so we're stuck here. Tells me to switch to the spectral realm. Although I do need to be at full... Oh, I think I only need to be at full health to come back.
Beware.
So the cool thing about this game is how the world actually shifts.
Fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
All right. Oh, that guy ate my dinner. Oh, come here, you son of a bitch. You eat the souls I want, so now I'm gonna eat you. Okay, if I remember correctly, I think we can phase... No, we can't do that yet. Maybe that's a skill we gotta earn. So we probably have to platform our way out of here. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoops. Oh, come on. Okay, that's to get us back. So all these little bendy beams should fix themselves. There we go. There's a block. We got another block puzzle. No, this is definitely not as hard as Expedition 33. There's no way. Okay, what do I have to do with this? I think I can push it up there if I'm on the other side. I think he lifts it up. There we go. Oh man, I'm actually still hungry. I had some rice and some black lentil curry, but it just didn't do the whole thing for me. No, no. Shit. All right, back to the spectral realm we go. Okay. Okay, but I can't go back to the physical realm until I suck somebody's soul. So maybe I have to go back. I would love some pasta right now. Okay, right. I cannot open doors because I do not have any physical ability to do so. Oh, okay. I think you just slowly regain health while you're in the spectral realm. So that's fine. That works. I still have those pretzel snacks. I can eat those. I think I just have to push this in here. There we go. That synth bass hits hard. Okay, if I remember correctly, we have to set these scales properly and then go into the spectral realm so they don't move. In the physical realm, they drop. Spectral realm, they do not. One sec. Come on, bud. He's on my monitor. I just don't want him to poop on it. Hopefully that doesn't make you guys hungry. Okay, give me a kiss. My sweet little buddy. All right, we back in it. I suppose it doesn't really matter which one we do. Creamy chicken pesto sauce with tagliatelle pasta. gonna pretend like I pronounced that properly. Okay, there we go. Well, it's definitely more mechanically complex than Tomb Raider, but okay. Wait. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing stuff. Okay. So I think I have to pull it back this way. And then flip it onto the ledge and then get it into that switch on the other side. I mean, I don't think... What, you're not gonna let me flip it? Why the hell not? Are you gonna make me drag it all the way through there? You are, aren't you? I mean, personally, that looks like the path of least resistance, but, you know, it is what it is. We got it. Man, I remember in Tomb Raider, in the very first level, I would just climb as high as you can and then just kind of swind off the rocks. That is my... Because I never really played it through to completion, so that's kind of the only thing I remember about it. And I remember I had all of them, and I never really sunk a lot of time into them, but I also remember I had Angel of Darkness, and that was not a good game. It's not a good game. Also, I'm glad I'm not the only psychopath. Honestly, I think it was the ragdoll physics. It just made it cool to do. I didn't do it because, like, you know, I'm actively trying to kill her, but at least that's what I'm gonna tell people if they ask. Just got a trophy for killing a vampire with the block. 4 is Chronicles, is it not? I thought 4 was Chronicles. I don't remember a lot of Angel of Darkness. I remember something with having to avoid lasers. Because it came out, I think, around the time the Mission Impossible movie came out. Isn't Chronicles basically a remaster of a bunch of missions from the other games? Because if I'm remembering correctly, somebody's like retelling her story, or she's captured and she's telling somebody the story. I can't quite remember. What? Okay, so we got this door open, now what? What does that do for us? I mean, I think we go up here and then go here, and we made it. Oh, I gotta wait until I have full health before I can do anything. That's what it was. He's dead. I don't remember too much of the other ones. Although I will say I did enjoy the reboots, but I was also like really big into Uncharted at the time, and obviously those games are sort of monopolizing on that. Buddy. Hey, stop screaming. What's your problem? Okay, I have to put something in there, but where do I get them from? This might take me a second here. Oh, don't. I'm an idiot. Come on. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. There we go. They're probably saying, give me more seeds, pay attention to me, or I'm gonna poop on your computer monitor. Because that's what it certainly seems like to me. Come here, bud. Come here. I will give you the seed if you do not do the poops. Why don't you just hang out here and be nice and quiet? I'm very fluent in bird, so I can pretty much guarantee you that's what he's saying. All right, so I gotta flip this way. And then one more. And then this way. Pull it back. And flip it one more time, and we should be good. Let's go! We did it, fam. Remember back in the day when block pushing puzzles were like the thing? Because it was this day when this came out. Show. Okay, what do they want me to do with that? Okay. Man, well, 1996, I think, was the year the original PlayStation launched, is it not? At least, like, in North America, I mean. Okay, so we definitely have to stack these two blocks on each other. But, like... it's to get there, right? I'm assuming? I don't think we've been there yet, so let's do it. Man, I remember unwrapping the PlayStation and it came with a demo disc. And on that demo disc, it had Crash Bandicoot, it had Metal Gear Solid, it had Tekken, it might have had Bloody Roar. Do you guys remember the official PlayStation magazine back in the day when they used to give you demo discs in the magazine? Like, obviously, you don't need that now because you can just download it from the respective digital storefronts, but, like, damn, man. I don't know why he keeps doing this. What time is it? I might have to put them to bed shortly. They got an hour until bedtime. Yeah, but see, when you were growing up, Annie, that means that you were hitting prime PS2 time. Doc, thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. I hope you have a good sleep. Here, take it. Good job. I hope you don't get the meat sweats while you're sleeping tonight. Dude, I can picture the first issue of Nintendo Power with that weirdly colored Mario. I definitely had a sub. It was always such a good time when the subscription was delivered. You'd open the mailbox and you just had that magazine rolled up waiting for you to read it. I had subscriptions to EGM when EGM was a thing. I also had a subscription to Nintendo Power. It's also where I got the Pokemon strategy guide. You used to get, I think they used to do special issues that were strategy guides. Oh, fuck you, buddy. So it's a funny story with my Super Nintendo, actually. My dad really wanted to play it. And so he took it out before Christmas and he let me play it with him. And he kept saying, hey, this is your uncle's. Like at Christmas time, we have to wrap it back up and it's going to your uncle. So I got to play it for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. And then, you know, I was all sad and upset because it wasn't mine anymore. And then, of course, on Christmas, I opened it up and yeah, just you know, one of those memories I have of my pops. I remember getting Sega Genesis too. I had the Super Nintendo growing up, a Sega Genesis. I ended up getting an NES like way later. N64 and PlayStation, so I kind of had most of them, most of the systems. Never really had, I didn't have a Dreamcast. I got one of those like way later. I collected that as like a retro console because it was a retro console by the time I was playing it. And then, you know, I had a PS2. PS2, I think, was the first one that I bought with my own money. And guys, I had so many PS2 games. I do remember Altered Beast. I think Altered Beast was actually almost a launch title, if not a launch title on the Genesis. I remember the Jumbo Video, a local video store down the street. I remember renting a 32X and being really disappointed in the 32X. I actually remember renting a 3DO. And it came in one of those, like protective hard shell suitcase things. Man, was that a wasted week. Because the 3DO sucked. I remember playing Street Fighter the movie. So it was all like rotoscope Mortal Kombat style. Wait, does that not do anything? No? I don't know why I couldn't think of the word briefcase, but that sounds correct. I believe they actually made a remake of Altered Beast, but it's like pretty crappy. Or there was another similar game. Buddy, come here. I remember something came out on the PS3 on PSN. Like I had Sonic and Knuckles, but yeah, as far as PS2 goes, I had like some really super rare games and I sold them I sold my collection for a few grand a while back, but a lot of those games have really, really increased in value. So I had a copy of Kuon, which is one of the most expensive PS2 games you can get. I had all 3 Xenosaga games, all the Valkyrie profiles, like, I had pretty much all the major RPGs, all the survival horror games, Silent Hill, you know, Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2, Dead Aim even. Like, I had everything. And my one regret is selling my collection. Okay, let's just get our bearings here. So this is where I came up. You think you're gonna get me, Betty? Haha, surprise! Right, baby. So this guy just thought I was gonna not kill him, I guess. Now, a lot of these games I have like the ISOs for. And I would love to do a stream playing some old PS2 games and stuff once in a while. Oh my god, stop pooping on my monitor, buddy. To be fair, I don't know if he actually pooped, but I kind of don't want him to. Like, Remy here, he's just chilling. He's a good boy. He's just camera shy, I guess. Crazy how selected and slow we getting some of the retro compatibility back. At least we got to play Tomb Raider Anniversary and some of the old Armored Core. Yeah, I mean, the thing, like, there's ways to play it, right? If you wanted to play retro games. But, if you're talking official means, but he just dangles. There we go. I have not heard of Guardian Legend, but that sounds like an old RPG if I had to guess. So why can we not turn that lever? I see some lagging here. Hang on, my connection's sort of shitting the bed here. It is not just on your end, I can see it. Somebody, hang on. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. One second, guys. One second. Okay. We should be coming back. Give it a second. Buddy, hey. Give it a second. Okay, I think we're coming back. You know what, guys? I think we might need to call it here because I don't know if I can recover this. It's actually really bad right now. I'm just dropping frames like crazy. So I will perhaps jump back in tomorrow. But I think that's it for tonight, folks. I am really sorry to cut that one short. That is not good. Are we back? Okay. If we're back, then we continue. But OBS is telling me that it's still dropping frames like crazy right now, so... All right. We continue. Okay, this is where I came from. Okay, we got a switch. Okay, so this is why the lever didn't work before. So that's one. Oh, was that all it needed? If that's all it was, I'm gonna feel really silly. Is it... Are we that behind? Because I'm just starting to see the chat now that says no worries. All right, well, we did the gears. I can't remember what that does. But let me just get to a spot where I know we can continue from. All right, everything's turning. We'll tell if it starts lagging again. Okay, how delayed is that? Do I just go back? Must be back this way. I thought this is where we came from, but I thought we went... Okay, so will this work now? Oh, I'm actually in the green. It's working. We're back. The delay was crazy. It should be fine now. We should be caught up. We should be caught up. Okay, we continue. I think there is... Oh, this guy thinks he's gonna sneak up on me. Well, you know what, buddy? Just chilling over here in this little cubby. You can hear the game now, too. I hope half of my stream isn't quiet. So I think somebody was watching a movie on my server, and that was eating up a lot of bandwidth. So, unfortunately for them, I had to disconnect it. They were watching Tropic Thunder. Okay, what am I missing here? Is that it? Do I just go and pull the lever again? Pull the lever, Kronk. Okay, you say no loss, but I say Tropic Thunder is a great movie. I pulled that. It's gotta be the lever again. No, it's not the lever. Well, shit. There's nothing in any of these holes except these guys. What am I missing? Vampire pockets, son of a bitch. Oh, here we go. I knew there was a secret pocket somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie. That sucks. It is a great movie. Okay, so now we're underneath. And we keep going. I think we're close to a boss. I think we're close to our first boss here. Yeah, okay, so how do we open that gate now? Once we get that gate open, I think we do our first boss. And then that'll probably be a good spot to take a break on. Yeah, we got more cubbies. You know, I haven't watched a movie with friends outside of the theater in a really long time. Glodo, I have to disagree with you on that. It is brilliant. I have not finished E33 yet. Wugs is literally nipping at my heels with it. I'm trying to think. So I got to the boss of the area he's in now. So without, you know, really spoiling it, yeah, that's as far as I got. So I got a couple of days to catch up. So listen, Tropic Thunder, you got the Tom Cruise cameo, you got the Robert Downey Jr., you know, dude playing a dude playing a dude. You got Ben Stiller just doing his thing. Everything about that movie I think is hilarious. Steve Coogan getting blown up right at the beginning, 5 seconds in. Okay, do we have it? We got one more to do. One more to... Uh-oh. Okay, what now? What do now? Okay, I can still move these. But I don't know... I guess we'll just move them around till something happens. Am I just supposed to put it onto the square, maybe? Does it line up? It doesn't even line up. Or am I just supposed to put it like here? Oh, there we go. It made it click. That's the thing. That's the move. Except we want this to go... I put it in the wrong spot. Okay. Because the one on the left there has to go where this one was. Man, block pushing puzzles were such a thing back in the day. Have I seen the Taxi movies? Taxi, like the ones... Is it based on the old TV show? Or are you talking... Wait, wasn't there one with Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon? Or am I misremembering those movies? French movies, no. Then I absolutely have not seen those because the one that I'm thinking of is clearly not that. So Taxi, the TV show, if I remember correctly, had Danny DeVito and Christopher Lloyd. And I'll be damned if they're not a couple of my favorite actors. Let's go. Is the gate open now? Just taking me to the top? Yeah, I don't think I wanted that. That's how we leave. I think this is where the gate was. All right. I'm pretty sure we're about to hit our first boss here. Oh, is this Duma? This is my bro.
Creature.
One of my bros.
Do you not recognize me, brother? Am I so changed?
Yes. In fact...
Yes.
Wrong brother.
You should have stayed where the master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant than you remember.
What has become of my clan? Answer me, little brother, or I will beat an answer from your horrid lips.
I think I may have enabled the original textures this entire time. And I don't know... Hang on. There's got to be a way to toggle it. I'm almost positive because I feel like the beginning of the game looked a lot different. I was right.
Everyone is afraid, sibling.
Look at the difference.
To a world of fear. These times
Wild.
of change are so unsettling.
I don't know why that took me so long to figure out.
I feel no revulsion for this form. Do you believe for a moment that our Lord would risk his empire upon an upstart inheritance?
Enough riddles. What are you saying?
You are the last to die.
I already died, bro. Okay, there's a trick to this fight. Trying to remember what it is. I'm pretty sure I have to impale him with the gates. Yo, come here, buddy. Yo, fuck right off, buddy boy. Okay, okay. Okay, I remember. I remember. Okay, how do I get back to the physical realm? So see how we just phased through the gate? I get that ability when this is done. All right, here we fucking go, baby. Come on out. Come on out. I see. Okay. I have to get him out of here first. Come on, big boy. All right. Man, I was never a big Kingdom Hearts guy, but I did like Prince of Persia. I'm assuming you're talking about Sands of Time. Okay, come and get me, Big Daddy. I think I have to get him to shake. Oh. What an idiot. Okay, there's another. Okay, I can't do that one. I can do this one though. I will help you finish your pasta. You can just mail it to me and I will eat it. There we go. Yeah, man, it was... I loved Sands of Time. Warrior Within was like super metal. And then, yeah, I think the other one is the Two Thrones. I think it's called Two Thrones. Because it had the two Oh my god, grab it. Come on.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when commanded.
See you later, big boy. Why do you think this thing even exists? Like, other than to turn this guy into hamburger meat. A lot of meat in the streams today. Now, we can phase through shit. We did it.
You have done well, Raziel.
Am I reduced to this? A ghoul? A fratricide?
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced. Consuming Melchiah's soul has endowed you with a new gift. Insubstantial barriers such as these.
I will answer that in a second, PRM.
In the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass through, and you shall.
Look at that. The difference. So, I have, are you talking about like the 2D ones? Can I only do it in the spectral realm? I think he just told me and I completely forgot. So see, because I'm in the spectral realm, the physical stuff just stays frozen. That's kind of a neat touch. There we go. I have not played the 2D ones, actually. I haven't played the newest ones. Okay, let's just get back to the physical realm. And then that's probably good for now. And then we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. Kill some of my other brothers. Nine souls is hard. Although I feel like after E33, I'm probably better equipped to play it. How does one return to the physical realm? Oh, here we go. All right, homies. We're gonna save. Thank God I checked that, because I would have assumed it was autosave and probably would have wasted my time, which is no good. So, why don't we call it there? I feel like that's a good spot to stop for now. And, yeah, that was fun. What do you guys like older games like this? Is this like a vibe at all for y'all? Just because, I know it's not for everybody, but I just have a real soft spot for this game. Like a big time soft spot. Mostly for the lore. I mean, the combat and the gameplay itself is a little bit dated, but like, I'm just here for the lore, man. So, anyway, what's today's Friday, right? So tomorrow, Saturday, I don't know, maybe like an after lunch stream. If anybody wants to come and hang out. But I hope you guys have a great evening, and I hope to see you next time. So, see you later.